Hello and welcome back, guys. This week we're going to continue our theme of leaving Anchorage. We are on our way to somewhere special this week, and it is going to require us to go through a tunnel, especially since we don't have a boat. You have any ideas? Stick around, guys. We're going there now. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. That sounds like something you'd like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
Here's another hint for you. This town is known as the gateway to Prince William Sound. To visit by car, you will drive through a 2.5-mile tunnel called the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel. This is the largest tunnel in North America. Before you get to this tunnel, you'll pass through 2 smaller tunnels. This tunnel does have lighting and ventilation, and in fact, this tunnel is routinely aired out by jet turbine ventilation between trips. There are also safe houses and escape routes in case of emergency.
If you didn't guess it, when we were going through the tunnel, guys, here we are in Whittier, Alaska. This is one of the coolest destinations I think I have ever been to on the planet. You have to go through probably a 2 to 3 mile tunnel to get here. There is a small fee. It was like 12 bucks, I think.
$13.
$13 to get through with the truck, not $13 each. And you can probably see a little bit of the view behind us, but you are not going to believe the view that's behind you guys that we're going to show you here in a second.
And when we were living here, the first time we came down to Whittier, we drove all the way down from Palmer. It was about a 2-hour drive. We got to the check-in, we paid our fee, and we were in line. There were a whole bunch of people there that day waiting. And while we were waiting, I chickened out. I am very claustrophobic, and I actually started shaking and crying. I'm like, I can't do this. So we had to get out of line, turn around, and went home. I ended up coming back on a school field trip, and I made it through no problem. And today it was no problem, but I was leaning in towards the inside, away from the window, because it looked like we were really close to the walls of that tunnel.
There's plenty of room in the tunnel, guys. Semis come through it, and it's also got train tracks through it. So trains actually come through there here into Whittier. But let us go ahead and stop flapping our jib and turn this camera around so you can see what we're looking at, guys. This is amazing.
There are several tours that you can take here in Whittier. When we lived here before, we did the glacier cruise a couple of times, one with the school field trip and one with family, and it is definitely worth it. We are not going to do that cruise or any of the other tours here today because we're going to do another cruise later out of Seward, but you can even ride jet skis up to the glacier. This is impressive. You've got to do this. Here in Whittier, there are some little shops to go in, souvenirs and stuff, and there are a couple of cafes, seafood. We had lunch at Swiftwater Cafe, and Scott had the fish and chips, and I had a burger. It was all right. And the prices were good, better than I thought they were. The burger with fries was 16 bucks, not bad. You can see that there's a cruise ship behind us. That's the Princess cruise ship is in right now. And usually there's a bunch of other boats in there for your day cruises. And that's where we went in on one before, but I guess they're all out cruising right now.
And as always, guys, everywhere you look here is just beautiful. You can see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 waterfalls on that hillside right there alone. I don't think you'll be able to pick them all up with the camera, but that just means you have to come up and experience it yourself.
Well, there was no rain in the forecast, but we got some rain. It started out just as a fine mist, and right after we showed you that beautiful view of the waterfalls, it started coming down harder. We had hoped to hike Portage Glacier. It's, I think, a 2-mile hike each way, but we're not going to do that today with the weather. I'm worried about it being slippery. I hope that we get to come back and do it on the way back through, but now we're heading down to the Kenai Peninsula.
Stick around, guys. How cool this place was, there's still a lot more cool stuff and beautiful scenery to go, guaranteed.
Gotta go find a place to camp for the night, so we'll take you along. Come on. There is more to see in Whittier, but we decided to cut our visit short due to the weather. The Prince William Sound Museum is a great place to learn about Whittier and its history and people, but we had our dogs with us, so we didn't get to visit this place this time. When we lived here, there was a rock slide that closed off the tunnel in Whittier in 2009, and it has happened a couple of times since as well. That makes it difficult for the residents of Whittier, as well as tourism to this beautiful little town. We really enjoyed our visit, wish we had more time, and we hope to visit again someday. You should join us next time. Along the road to Whittier, there are several places to pull off for boondocking. We found a great spot right here. Looks like it was made for it. There's actually a fire pit from somebody before. It is a bit buggy with mosquitoes, but just wait till you see why we chose this spot. This is why we chose this spot. This is Alaska. Isn't it beautiful? Earlier today we saw people standing in the river fishing and some kayaks, and now we have it almost all to ourselves. There's just one other van here.
Guys, literally we're 50 feet, maybe 100 feet from the truck over there, and we're sharing this whole place with one other van. The lady there in the gray van. It has porta potties over there. There are also a couple of bear garbage cans on the other side of the porta potties. But this view is hard to beat, y'all. Well, we hope you had fun watching that video as much as we had making it, guys. This is where we're going to leave you, but you're going to want to come back to next week's video. There's a little clue right behind us for you where we're going to be heading. It's going to be awesome. As always, guys, Semper Fi.
And God bless.
I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever.